Hello everyone, welcome back to Das House with Thomas Gunn, and today we're going to be making a traditional German recipe that I got from my mother, which I assume came from her region in Germany, which is Kassel, kind of mid-Germany. It's a lemon soup, Zitronen Suppe. It's served cold. I love this stuff. It's great in the summer. You can also use it if you're having a fancy meal. You can serve it like in little shot glasses as a palate cleanser. And you could also pour it into popsicle molds. But I love it served as a soup. So I'm going to give you the list of ingredients. You need 2 liters of water, which is 8 cups. You need 4 lemons. You're going to need the peel or rind of 2 of the lemons and then the juice of all 4. You need, you need 80 grams of cornstarch, which is roughly 8 tablespoons. You need 200 grams of sugar, and you need 2 eggs. All right, so let's get on to the soup. So, in a pot, I have already my 2 liters of water. Now you're going to take some of the water out. So let's see how much I take out. That's about half a cup. Into that half cup, you're going to add, your 8 tablespoons or 80 grams of cornstarch. So I'm going to do that over my sink because I might make a mess. And you want to add cornstarch into cold water. That's why you're taking it from the original 2 liters. In the meantime, bring this water now up to a boil. So in there, I already have the rind of 1 lemon, but I wanted to show you how to do it. So when you want the peel of the lemon, but you don't want the white stuff underneath. So what I use is a regular peeler, and I just go thin. And this way, instead of using a knife, I get thinner slices, and I try to avoid as much as possible getting the white pith underneath, which is a little bitter. So into these 2 liters of, I'm gonna get that one out. Into these 2 liters of water goes the rind or peel of 2 lemons, the whole lemon. So there we go. And we're going to bring that up to a boil. And then once this is, sorry about that, I should show it to you. And once this is up to a simmer, I'll come back and we'll continue. All right, so here we go. That didn't take long. The water's coming up to a boil. At this point, we're going to add in our sugar. That was 200 grams, if you remember. We're going to add in the juice of 4 lemons. And the 80 grams of cornstarch, which we had mixed with some of the water. So give that a quick whisk. So as you can see, the soup doesn't look very lemony, although there's a lot of lemon flavor in there. So what actually gives it the lemon color are the 2 egg yolks that we've got set aside. So I'm going to take a tablespoon of the water, just pour that in, mix it up. We want to temper the egg yolks so that when we pour them in, they don't start to cook. So we're just going to temper them with some of the water from the pot, just tablespoon by tablespoon until they're about the same temperature as the soup. And then we pour it in, give it a whisk. See, and now it gets that nice yellow, light yellow color. And that's it, guys. We're going to bring this back up to a simmer. Once it's simmering, let it simmer for a minute or two. It really doesn't have to simmer very long. And then take it off the heat, put it in the fridge, and let it get ice cold. So that's going to take a few hours. Overnight is probably best. And then before serving, I think I'll run it through a sieve or a strainer, just to obviously help me take out all the lemon peel, and also any bits of like pith. You see the white pith here? Or that could also be a bit of egg white if I didn't get it all off my egg yolks. But that's it. So I'm going to let this come to a simmer. Let it simmer for a minute or two. And then I will put it in the fridge. And once it's cooled down and once I've strained it, I'll come back and we'll finish up this video. But give this a try. It's so refreshing. I mean, obviously you have to like citrus. You have to like lemon. I've never made it. I was just thinking earlier, I wonder if you could make it with lime. You would probably need to use more limes because they're smaller than a lemon. But probably when this recipe was developed, I'm pretty sure limes weren't readily available in Germany at that time. So, you know, you could probably try it with limes, but I love it with the lemons, and that's the traditional way of doing it, so that's how I'm doing it. And yeah, so once this is cooled down, I'll come back and we'll finish up. So here we go. Here's the lemon soup. I've had it in the fridge overnight. You do want to serve this ice cold. It's best when it's really, really cold. It's really refreshing. So what else my mother used to do, and you don't have to do this, but she used to, the eggs that we used earlier, you're going to take the whites, so that's 2, I think we used 2 eggs, right? Yeah, so that's 2 egg whites, and you're going to beat those really stiff, and then once they're starting to get really stiff, you add in 4 teaspoons of sugar very slowly while you're beating, and 2 teaspoons of water, and you just keep beating that until it's really thick. I'm going to show you here. So it ends up looking like that. It's very thick, it's not going anywhere. And then she would put these on top of the soup. And it's almost like a little relief from the tartness of the lemon, because this is a little more sweet. So it's like little icebergs in your soup. Do one more. There you go. So this, the way I grew up, is a traditional lemon soup, or in German it's Zitrone or Zitronen Suppe. So please give this a try. It's great in the summer. Like I said, it's also great as a palate cleanser in between courses if you're doing something fancy. And I forgot, but I did put one in the freezer yesterday. So let me just unmold this really quick. I'll be there in a second. Just gotta unmold this. I'm almost there. There we go. So here, you could also make a lemon popsicle. I just poured it, as you know, from this into a tray that's made for popsicles. So there we go. Put that in there and I'll actually keep it cold. So, but you know what? It looks better like this. So give this a try. Like the video, subscribe to my channel so I can keep bringing you content. Ring the bell so you get notifications. And it's beautiful weather up here in Montreal. I hope everyone watching is having great summer weather. And wish you a great weekend. Have a great day. Bon appetit. Auf Wiedersehen.